Right, so I've got a couple hours at the allotments today to try and get on top of the weeds. Haven't let go the allotments yet, even though I've got the field. So I've got to maintain them, and it's looking a bit worse and worse at the moment. There's weeds to sort out here. I want to see how the winter terrace did with the smothering treatment. This was covered 3 weeks ago now, so we'll see how it's done underneath here. And this bed over here, it's got winter terrace, which have really hated the wet weather. The wet weather has taken a big toll on this year. So, without further ado, let's uncover the beds first of all.
Well, I put the Bluetooth mic too close to my body and it picked up all the sounds you wouldn't want to pick up. So I've had to resort to narrating this video instead. So what are we looking at here? This is a bed of winter terrace below and Hungarian rye that I just covered up the bottom plants just to see how they would respond to being denied lights for 3 weeks. And it's done quite a good job. I want to see now if they regrow, because obviously the winter tears here that I'm showing you now definitely won't be. And it really is as easy as that. The soil underneath is in absolute perfect condition. This bed, the next bed down, is just a bed that's left fallow over winter, because I was giving it the plot, not now. A quick hoe, just to knock back the weeds, anything that's growing, is the perfect thing to do at this time of year. I've got the apple trees in the foreground there that I've just healed in for the winter. They'll be planted out very, very soon. The next bed down is the bed of winter tares again, the later sown ones. They've hated the wet weather, and it's resulted in them just keeling over far too early. I normally try and smother these plants in February. They just haven't lasted this year. I had very similar last year, and again the only thing it had in common was excessive wet. Not excessive cold, because we've had just a couple of frosts, nothing much down here. Certainly nothing to kill them off. And the Phacelia, this is on my other plot, Phacelia has done exactly the same, just died right back. No rhyme or reason to it, apart from the wet weather. So the only thing that can be done for these is to cover the crop up, just knock back the weeds, and deny the light to the plants, or the weeds should say. I am removing the plastic and carpet mulch from the next door beds, and these will be used to put on this bed. Carpet is my preferred material. Wool carpet is absolutely superb. Just gives that little bit of insulation. This horrid plastic is just... I've got it, so I've committed the sin, but you can see the strands are just a mess. And of course I won't use cardboard, so very restricted in what I can actually use. This bed just needs a little tickle with the hoe, just to knock back any of the weeds that are there. These dandelions that I'm going through now, this won't kill them off. It'll dent them. Perhaps they might need to be spot dug out later on. We'll see. In fact, I think they will. This is another bed of winter tares that have not had light excluded from them. They've just died off in the wet. Very early. They haven't lasted as well as I would like, and the only thing I can say, it's got to be the wet weather. Just haven't liked it. The main difference between a bed that's been covered and left like this is the weeds that are growing underneath. Now then, the soil is in perfect condition. The soil really does love having stuff growing on it over the winter, not left fallow. And of course the roots are all left in the ground. The nitrogen that's been fixed is there, ready to go for the next crop. Absolutely perfect. And this is one of the themes that I'm following on through with this particular video, and that is how good the soil is through no dig, no tread. Because as you may well know by now, I don't tread on any of my plots. I stick to the paths. This is a cabbage bed that I've been chopping off the cabbages as I've harvested them through the winter, and it's just time to clean up the stalks a bit again, leaving the roots in the bed because that's where they best are, and that opens up the soil lovely. The cabbages are past their best a little bit, but they can be cleaned up and eaten. I'm hoping to get a supply for the next month, so if I can keep them going. That's up to, I think, the wet weather more than anything, to be honest with you. It's certainly not been that cold down here. A couple of frosts, that's about it. So I am now following the harvesting of the cabbages with planting out forage peas, another green manure crop. They weren't really intended to go in this bed, but this will be fine. Something you could take notice of here is how easy it is to plant in this bed. The condition of the soil, because it's no dig, no tread, is absolutely perfect. No need for tools, just using my fingers, and there's no real resistance. It's just absolutely lovely stuff. This isn't about singing my own praises, this is just trying to get you to realise how easy everything is under a good system like this. Forage peas all planted up, ready to go away in the spring. Cabbages will be harvested for as late as I possibly can. They're looking a bit ropey, but they're okay. Weeds will be composted, of course, but not just yet. I'll wait until I get another hot batch ready. And just another note about the soil. Look at it, it's absolutely perfect condition. No need for any more compost on this bed, even though it's had a harvest of cabbages. This soil is in perfect condition, and the forage peas will only help it along enormously. Yes, there are a few weeds on the side here, but they could be harvested later on. No problem at all.
Last week I upset quite a few folk on the Facebook page because I announced spring is coming. But I was referring to the time, really. It's 5 o'clock, still not dark, I'm still working. Spring is coming. Soil is ready. One crop's in today, another one harvested. Wonderful.